higher price means higher quality. But in 2026, that belief is costing people tens of thousands of dollars. Modern trucks are no longer built to last decades. They're engineered for complexity, cost-cutting, and planned obsolescence. On the dealership floor, they look unstoppable. 5 years later, many become financial disasters. In today's video, we're exposing 10 trucks everyone will regret buying in 2026, ranked from bad to absolutely catastrophic. These aren't rumors. These are trucks with documented failures, recalls affecting hundreds of thousands of units, and owners reporting months of downtime. We're talking about transmissions that brick the entire vehicle, engines with structural defects, and electronic systems so fragile a single sensor failure can shut everything down. And here's the real gut punch. The #1 truck on this list has earned the worst reliability rating in its segment for 3 consecutive years, with owners reporting their truck spent nearly 10% of its life in the repair shop. Imagine paying over $50,000 for a truck you can't depend on. This isn't just a countdown, this is a warning. Skip this video and you could end up owning a truck that looks tough on Instagram but leaves you stranded on the highway and broke at the dealership. If your goal is to buy smarter, avoid costly mistakes, and understand the truth behind modern vehicles, this channel exists for you. We break down real-world ownership, hidden defects, and long-term reliability so you don't fall for marketing hype. Let's start the countdown. The Jeep Gladiator looks like the ultimate off-road truck. Rugged styling, removable roof, legendary Jeep branding. But underneath that tough image lies one of the most notorious defects in modern automotive history, the death wobble. The death wobble is not a vibration. It's violent, uncontrollable front-end shaking that occurs when you hit a bump at highway speeds. The steering wheel oscillates aggressively, and the truck becomes nearly impossible to control. This isn't rare. It's a known defect in the suspension and steering geometry that has plagued Wrangler-based vehicles for years. What makes this unforgivable is that Jeep never fully fixed it at the factory. Owners are forced to spend thousands of dollars on aftermarket steering stabilizers, track bars, bushings, and suspension upgrades just to make the truck safe to drive on highways. These are not performance upgrades. These are mandatory fixes to correct a design flaw. The problems don't stop there. Gladiator transmissions from 2021 through 2025 suffer from rough shifting, hesitation, gear hunting, and in some cases, complete failure to engage gears. Owners report bucking, lunging, and unpredictable behavior in traffic, dangerous situations that destroy confidence. Some fans argue the Gladiator holds value better than competitors, but once you factor in constant suspension repairs, transmission issues, and downtime, that resale advantage disappears completely. You're not buying a truck, you're buying a project that demands constant money just to function normally. For 2026 buyers, the Gladiator is regret waiting to happen. If you're shopping for a used heavy-duty truck, the 2020 to 2021 Ford Super Duty may look tempting. Massive capability, strong engines, legendary branding. But these model years hide one of the most dangerous defects ever found in a modern truck. These trucks are affected by a catastrophic steering recall, where the upper steering shaft can separate without warning. One moment you're driving normally, the next your steering wheel spins freely and you have zero control over direction. That's not inconvenient, that's life-threatening. Ford issued Recall 25S94, but here's the problem. Parts were not widely available until 2026. That means thousands of these trucks have been driving on public roads for years with a known fatal defect. If you buy one used, there's a real chance the recall work was never completed. Even beyond safety, these trucks are financial disasters. After 5 years, F-250s retain only about 55% of their value. On a $72,000 truck, that's over $32,000 lost. For a vehicle marketed as a durable work asset, that's unacceptable. Between massive depreciation and unacceptable safety risks, these specific Super Duty years are a gamble no smart buyer should take. Capability means nothing if you can't trust your steering system. Ram made a controversial decision, killing the legendary Hemi V8 and replacing it with the brand new twin-turbo Hurricane Inline-6. On paper, it looks impressive. In reality, it's a massive reliability gamble. First-year engines, especially high-compression twin-turbo designs, are notorious for hidden flaws that only surface after tens of thousands of miles. And here's the truth: if you buy this truck, you are the beta tester. There is no long-term data. No one knows how long the turbos will last. No one knows how the cooling system will age. No one knows if software glitches will cause random stalling. Ram is selling uncertainty at full price. The frustration is that the Hemi was a known quantity. Ram reliability had been improving, but the Hurricane resets everything to zero. You're paying for Ram's past reputation and receiving an unproven powertrain. When problems appear, usually right after warranty expiration, repairs will be expensive and time-consuming. New engine designs require specialized knowledge, parts delays, and higher labor costs. If history repeats itself, many 2025 Hurricane owners will face major repairs between 60 and 80,000 miles when the truck has already lost nearly 40% of its value. That's regret you can't undo. This one shocks people. Toyota built its reputation on bulletproof reliability. For decades, the Tacoma was the gold standard. But the all-new 2025 Tacoma has shattered that reputation. Consumer Reports ranked it dead last in predicted reliability among mid-sized trucks. For Toyota, that's not a disappointment, that's a collapse. The problems start with the new turbocharged powertrain and 8-speed automatic. Owners report rough shifting, delayed engagement, hesitation, and unpredictable acceleration. Toyota has already issued service bulletins confirming these are known systemic issues. Electronics are even worse. Warning lights activate simultaneously, infotainment systems freeze, connectivity fails, basic features glitch constantly. This is a brand new truck struggling to perform basic functions. The biggest betrayal? Price. Buyers pay a premium for Toyota reliability, but 2025 Tacoma owners are paying top dollar for a first-generation platform riddled with problems. If this generation continues failing, resale value will collapse, something Tacoma owners have never had to worry about before. Buying one now means betting against Toyota's own legacy. The Colorado and Canyon are corporate twins, and they share the same nightmares. Electrical failures dominate ownership. Owners report blind spot sensors failing, instrument clusters going dark, infotainment crashes, power windows malfunctioning, and trucks becoming completely inoperable due to sensor failures. Over 55,000 units were recalled because the front camera falsely triggers automatic emergency braking. Imagine driving at highway speed when your truck suddenly slams on the brakes for no reason. Headlights randomly flicker or shut off at night? That's not annoying, that's dangerous. The irony? The engine itself is decent, but modern trucks don't fail mechanically anymore. They fail electronically. And electronic failures are harder, more expensive, and harder to diagnose. These trucks turn ownership into a guessing game. Which module fails next? Ram's air suspension sounds luxurious. In reality, it's one of the most expensive mistakes you can make. Compressors fail due to moisture, air springs leak, sensors malfunction, cold weather causes system-wide failures. Repairs are rarely isolated. Components are interconnected, forcing full system replacements. Dealership bills easily reach thousands of dollars, repeatedly. Many owners eventually remove the system entirely, paying again to convert to traditional suspension. You pay to add it, you pay to fix it, then you pay to remove it. That's not luxury, That's regret. The Titan isn't just unreliable, it's a financial black hole. It loses up to 58% of its value in 5 years. That's worse than any full-size truck on the market. Owners regularly lose $25,000 or more in equity, and because demand is low, trade-in offers are brutal. Add ongoing reliability issues, limited dealer support, and poor resale demand, and the Titan becomes a trap that keeps draining money. There's no upside, no savings, no advantage. Nearly 600,000 trucks are affected by a recall involving connecting rod and crankshaft defects. When these fail, engines destroy themselves. GM's solution? Thicker oil and a new owner's manual. That's not a fix. That's damage control. Add lifter failures, oil consumption, and a problematic 10-speed transmission, and resale value tanks as informed buyers stay away. You're paying more for power and buying anxiety. The most regrettable truck of 2026 is the Ford F-150 Power Boost Hybrid. Worst reliability rating 3 years in a row. Owners report 10% downtime, months in the shop, repeated transmission, hybrid, and electrical failures. Complexity killed reliability. Every system interacts, so one failure triggers many more. When it breaks hard. This truck represents everything wrong with modern vehicle design. Rushed tech, untested systems, and buyers paying the price. If you value reliability, peace of mind, and your money, avoid it.